All right. Hi, everyone. So I hope you get enough oxygen here. It's getting a bit difficult to breathe. But we're here to talk about the DevOps approach. Our title slide has been hidden somehow. I don't know. But my name is Elvnejd. I work as COO of a Swedish Moodle partner. So we're situated up in the north of Sweden. I've been working with e-learning production. I've been a teacher, and now I'm working with Moodle, providing service to a lot of different customers, mainly on the corporate sector.
And my name is Stenmark. I also have a background as a teacher, and I've been working in the software industry before I became a teacher. And I've been working with Moodle for 11 years.
Yeah, and about the same for me. Yeah. All right, so some background to why we started working in a different way is that we had a lot of challenges. So we were maintaining the instances for many different clients, and it was growing, the number of customers, the number of instances, and so on. And we felt that the customizations that we did, and it was taking us longer and longer to maintain the product, and it became a problem to have that reduced quality, security issues, and so on. The upgrades was taking a long time, and also as we're a company that needs some profit to continue going, this time-consuming way of working was causing us a low profit. So the goal was to scale our business and also to increase profitability by decreasing the cost for maintenance and development. Yeah. So just briefly about DevOps, development plus operations. And we think that in this case, it's about getting different aspects working on the same goal, working together. So we have developers, we have operations, but we also have the customer success team. All experience, all views are needed in order to work together on this. This shows an overview of the work process. So we have a discovery phase, then unstable, then the development phase, and staging and production. And we will go into this a bit more in detail. So the first part of the process is this, we call it the discovery phase, and it's like anything you do, you need to start off planning what you're supposed to be doing. We have the software requirement specifications. You see all the details that we try to plan ahead. Generally, the purpose and goal is the same if you're doing e-learning content. It's the same if you're working with anything. You need to have the vision. What are we trying to achieve in this? And based on that, then try to figure out all the other details as you go along. So it's a lot of planning, and maybe if you start off with one of us doing the initial planning, we soon realize that we need to involve all these different perspectives in order to get this in a good way and make it prepare for success. The resource allocation, of course, who is doing what and when, in which order do the things need to happen. The project planning, of course. If we have a client on board, it's really important to have them available at the times that we need them to look at things. All right, then you can go on.
Yeah, so we really like container technology, and we've been using Docker for 6 years or something like that. So when we put together a project, the developers and operations plan the development together, and all developers use the same Docker Compose with the possibility to make local adjustments in their dev environment. And we also have, we work a lot in sprints using a very simple ticket system that aligns to the overall planning. And each morning we have a 15-minute team meeting to check in on progress, what tickets have been done, and especially what issues have someone been having. And it could be a development issue, or it could be a deployment issue, or anything that needs like the full team brain power. Completed and development tested development is then pushed to dev, where it's further tested by other persons. We have sort of a continuous delivery philosophy where push changes are automatically built and pushed to either unstable or dev, depending on what type of application you're in. All unstable, everything that's pushed to unstable is built nightly and includes all updates, including bugs and any issue you might have. Same with dev, everything's built every day. Staging, we build twice a month. And remember I said we use containers. So all of our dev servers and staging servers are technically identical. So we build staging servers twice a month, where we have selected updates, basically the ones that we have validated in our dev environment, or that has been validated by someone else than the developer in the dev environment, are pushed to the staging environment. And then we do pushes to our production servers once a month, and those are the validated updates in the staging environment. So we go to quite some length to verify that the updates that are pushed to each instance are validated by the developer, and that they are validated by someone else, and oftentimes also the customer that validates it in the staging environment. Our operations are responsible for ensuring and improving efficiency and security in our services. So our production nodes are automatically restarted once a month to fetch the latest production build. And we have an uptime robot that monitors all of our installations. So this means that we can actually, when we push to production, the update is then fetched on a time schedule and installed automatically while we're sleeping. So, and the result, what we've seen is that for us it's a shorter time to market. We can have a new Moodle LMS up and running in 30 minutes, and we will soon have automated everything that needs to be done manually now. We've found it much easier to adapt to the requirements that our customers have and to the competitions that we face, especially in the Swedish market, which is our primary market. And the biggest benefit of using this approach has been that we have continuously been able to improve our testing features, and we have increased the stability for all the Moodle LMSs that we provide for our customers. Because since we use this approach and this technology, we are very certain that the fixes and improvements that we make that we previously made for one installation now gets applied to all the installations that we have. So it really benefits all of our customers when we do improvements, and especially it increases stability when we do updates because before we do an update, it's been updated many times before it's pushed to the production.
Yes, that was the presentation, and we're keen to hear your thoughts, if you have questions for us. Also, a discussion around the challenges, the opportunities around this approach. So, anyone? Yeah.
So first of all, congratulations. It's not that usual to see an approach based on containers for Moodle. I think that's changing a little bit, but it's great to see. Among the logos that I saw in that slide, I didn't see Kubernetes. Is there a reason by which you guys are not using it, or?
Sorry, what's the question? Why we're not using Kubernetes?
Why you're not using Kubernetes? At least I didn't see the logo in that slide, so
yeah.
I don't know if I got that right.
Okay, so there's no reason for it. We're moving into Kubernetes as we speak. We sort of figured out how we should do that. Now it's more what we haven't really figured out, or what we want to understand better, is how to scale things using Kubernetes.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. We have a similar setup, and we have had a bit of issue with our clients wanting to have their data on the test server, or at least some of their data on the test server, and that's a bit problematic. Have you have a similar experience and a solution for that?
So the issue is that your clients have data on the test server and they want to replicate that to the production server.
For testing purposes, that they want the real life data on the test server with user info and such, and that's a bit of a problem with GDPR and all. Have you any experience with that?
Yeah, I think that's actually one of the toughest nuggets to sort of crack, and I don't know if we have fully cracked it, because it's exactly what you say. Like the issues that we stumble upon from time to time is that there is a discrepancy. Like when you do test data, you might just write some sort of script that generates data in a very specific way, and our customers, they don't generate data in a very specific way. So I don't think we have any really good solution to that. Our staging environments are, at least to some extent, or at least for some customers, what we have done there is that we have taken their production servers and anonymized all the data and used that as their staging environment. I think that has probably helped us the most to avoid those types of issues.
Elaborating on the Kubernetes and Docker thing, how did you structure your flow with the containers, in particular in the case that you want to scale? Are you using the containers in production or not?
We're using containers in production.
Okay. And in case you need to scale, how you manage it?
Oh. So now we should have our operations guy answering those questions, because he's much more into that than we are. But we would be happy to talk to you after.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I will.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry to jump in again. There are certain offers out there that can help with that scale demand, like in Google Cloud or even AWS. You can create scalers based upon a couple metrics that you can put together to make that happen. So there are even offers out there that automatize the process for you. So there are options that can help with the scaling Kubernetes for this. So just a thought there.
Yeah. One of the things when you work in Sweden is that, especially for government agencies and municipalities, they will not choose Amazon at all. It's sort of off table. And that applies for, it has started to apply a lot for private companies in Sweden as well because of GDPR. Anything for municipalities or government agencies, anything that's outside of the nation's border is a big no, which makes things more complicated.